The US military has carried out airstrikes against Daesh targets in Libya. They targeted the terrorist main stronghold in Sirte after a request from Libya's UN-backed government. The airstrikes are supporting Libyan ground forces. It's the first time the US has targeted the port city.
Today, the first airstrikes were carried out against certain positions of Daesh in Sirte city and caused major losses in the ranks of the enemy. And with this air support, our forces on the ground managed to capture strategic areas. I would like to assure that the operations at this stage will only take place in Sirte and will be in a specified time frame. We assure that the coalition won't have any military presence on the ground, and any presence will only be limited to technical and logistical support.
These strikes were authorized by the President following a recommendation from Secretary Carter and Chairman Dunford. They are consistent with our approach of combating ISIL by working with capable and motivated local partners. GNA-aligned forces have had success in recapturing territory from ISIL, and additional U.S. strikes will continue to target ISIL in Sirte and enable the GNA to make a decisive strategic advance.
And our correspondent Colin Campbell has more from Washington, D.C.
Well, the U.S. wants to degrade and dismantle elements of Daesh, and they believe that because this is such a strategic location halfway between Benghazi and Tripoli, they want to degrade them there, and they say this will definitely put a dent in Daesh, but also helping to bolster the UN-backed government. Now, these strikes were authorized by President Barack Obama under the advisement of U.S. Secretary of Defense Ash Carter and the Joint Chiefs Joseph Dunford. So once they made this assessment, they spoke to the president. President made the final call on that and what's being called Odyssey Lightning. That's the name of this operation. This operation is not expected to last one day. This is something that is going to go over the course of several days, and it's in cooperation with a lot of other efforts that included intelligence gathering. See, the thing here is that they believe that the GNA-affiliated forces haven't been as effective as they should be in trying to fight back elements of Daesh. Now, they believe some of the militants have traveled from Syria into Libya, and they have started to grow in recent weeks, and so they feel that targeting them there will further dismantle that network. But they want to do this in a strategic way because of the GNA-affiliated groups haven't been as effective in trying to do that. They've been stymied by booby traps, by suicide bombers, by everything that militants can do in order to stifle the efforts of GNA affiliations, U.S.-led efforts to try to break them down. So with the U.S. pounding them with these airstrikes, using mostly UAV, which are unmanned aerial vehicles, otherwise known as drones, they will try to take those militants out from the air in a more, what they believe is a more effective way.